A definition of competitive nature is relating to a situation for a winner having a strong desire to win or be the best. Competitiveness is a biological trait, and when you add incentives to something, people are more likely to do it. But as soon as you take that incentive away, they stop doing it. Bison are a great example of this because they compete for mates. Bison will often piss on the ground and then roll in it so they smell like it, and they'll also kick up dust to exaggerate their size. The bison also butt heads and lock horns with the other males in the herd. The reason bison do this is to attract more mates. The more mates they get, the more offspring they can produce and pass on their genes. The red-capped manakin is another example of an animal that does something to get a mate. They often dance back and forth on branches. These birds do this for the same reason the bison do, so they can pass on their genes. Plants also compete for things such as nutrients, sunlight, and water. If one plant has bigger roots, they'll be able to absorb more nutrients, and if they're taller and have bigger leaves, they'll be able to absorb more sunlight. This happens a lot in places such as the rainforest. It happens in the rainforest because there's such a wide variety of different plants that some of them aren't going to be able to grow. There's approximately 5 million different species in the rainforest. The kapok tree is the tallest in the rainforest and can reach up to 200 feet and grow up to 13 feet per year. It being the tallest tree allows it to get the most sunlight and nutrients. In this picture, you can see that there is almost nothing under the big trees. That is because the big trees are taking away all the sunlight and nutrients from the small things. Another example is trees in eastern North America. Oak and hickory trees grow taller than pines, which allows them to dominate the forest. The official definition of natural selection is the process whereby organisms better adapted to their environment tend to survive and produce more offspring. This basically means that if one animal is bigger and stronger than the other, it'll be able to do more. Charles Darwin is the one that first discovered it. He also discovered many great things in his work in the Galapagos Islands. Invasive species such as the Nile perch are great examples of what natural selection can do. The Nile perch was introduced to Lake Victoria in Africa in 1950 and fed on many of the native fish and crustaceans. That led to the extinction of hundreds of native species. An invasive plant is a purple loosestrife. It was introduced in the early 1800s to be used in medicine. It grows in most states and is dominant in wetlands. It dominates because one plant can produce 2 million seeds, which get dispersed by wind blowing them. Zebra and quagga mussels are two invasive species. When they coexist in an ecosystem, they compete, and the quagga mussels often win. They often win because they can colonize at lower depths and in colder temperatures than the zebra mussels. This recently happened in Lake Michigan. However, both are bad for the ecosystem. They clog pipes and often ruin beaches. They have also been linked to avian botulism outbreaks, which cause the deaths of tens of thousands of birds in the Great Lakes.
Thanks for watching.